Hey everybody. Welcome to Pink Link's presentation. I need everybody to silence their cell phones right now, please. We'll just play a quick game right quick to make sure everybody's paying attention. When I say pink, y'all say link. Pink? Link! Pink! Link! Thank you. This is the Pink Links project, and we're about to present it to you. This is my Health Science Fair team members.
Hello, I'm Melissa Aker, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about what a pink link is. A pink link is a pink slip of paper that us as Health Science Career Pathway sell for $1. And we presented it at the Battle of the River game, which was Destrehan versus Hornbill, and we went to see which side of the river was raised the most money. And towards the end, of course, we presented the total, and all the donations went to the American Cancer Society for breast cancer research and fundraising. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jazz, and I'm going to talk to you about the history of pink links. So we began selling pink links in 2011, and since then the prices have raised up, like they increased tremendously. And we are really proud to say that we have the highest amount so far. But without the help of our community, we wouldn't have raised so much and reached our goal. And we really want to thank y'all. Like, we appreciate all the donations and the help that y'all have given us. And we hope to continue to help out as alumni with the rest of the Pink Link projects. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Harris, and I want to talk to you about the preparation for our Pink Links project. In preparation, we all did background research on breast cancer because we know going into the community, we would need to know a lot of answers for questions because people want to know about breast cancer, not just about the, selling them and all that. And we also have two of our influencers here, Ms. Ann Bates and Ms. Wanda Roberts. Please give them a hand. Ms. Ann Bates, she actually works for the American Cancer Society, and when she came and talked to us, she basically told us about the different organizations that they have, and she told us where the money would be donated and how it can change people's lives. And Ms. Wanda Roberts is actually a breast cancer survivor, and when she came and talked to us, she basically told us about her struggle and her journey with breast cancer and how it changed her life. And she basically told us that no matter what we do, just keep trying to raise the money because it really was a change. And for preparation of the Pink Links project, we all came together and we created a Google Plus. And what we did on there was we documented, where we would go out in the community to sell the Pink Links because we didn't want to overlap because some businesses got a little aggravated with it. So we wanted to make sure that we documented it. And what we also did was we created a sales pitch because we know, talking to people, we wanted to convince them to buy a Pink Link because some of them didn't know what it was. So we had to really explain to them. And what we also did was set goals because we wanted to surpass this last year's amount, and which we did, surprisingly. It was really amazing and fun experience. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Meyer, and I'm going to tell you kind of about the process that we went through after we did all the research on breast cancer and created our sales pitch. So after that, we created posters to hang around the community and to hang around our high schools to kind of encourage people to help with the cause and donate. And then we also started planning our videos, which were played around the community and they were played in our high schools to tell people what the goal was in a cute video, just try to get people to donate more. And we also started planning where we wanted to go so that we all, like Kennedy said, so we all didn't go to the same place because they would get aggravated. And then we also created bins to put throughout the community and the different businesses so we can continue to raise money even though we weren't there.
Hi, I'm Ellie Bergeron, and tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the process of actually selling the Pink Links and all the
2 weeks, team members went out into the community and set up bins around in small businesses inside and outside of the parish. We also collected a lot of out-of-state checks, which also helped. And one of our larger locations that we reached out to was Walmart. We had a lot of volunteers standing outside at both doors at Walmart, just collecting donations, things as small as just a few some change or a few dollars, whatever. Anything really helped. And it was also a last-minute thing. It was actually the day before the game. We went out to Walmart, and we actually raised a lot of money on that day. Also, another thing that we participated in was Relay for Life, and it was a really unique experience because we were able to set up a table and interact with people who were being affected by cancer. And so in that, we started to be reminded of why we were doing this project and where all the money was going towards. Also, schools around the parish were very generous and participated in this. So a lot of the younger schools, they would host dress-down days for their students or class boards. Whoever brought in the most money would get a pizza party, simple stuff like that, because the younger kids didn't really understand what a Pink Link was or why we were doing this fundraiser, but we still wanted to get them involved and raise as much money as we could. But at the end of the day, there's really no way we could have raised as much money as we did without the community. So we thank you all so much, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tori Levy, and Thursday before the game is when we got our last update, and it was a little over $12,000. And we were really nervous about where we were going to surpass last year and even meet our goal of $20,000. And that Thursday, we're running around Satellite Center trying to communicate between the patient care and health career exploration, trying to see like how much money people were bringing in. We were running around the community, getting buckets from businesses, getting checks, just bringing in every last penny, little dime that we could to try to meet our goal and surpass last year's. And as a team member myself, I was so nervous. I would go home crying to my mom. I was just like, I just want to beat the last year's total and just like meet our goal. And it was a really good experience for us to come together and just realize how much we all wanted this one thing.
Hi, I'm Leah Wilson, and I'm going to tell you about the game night experience. So the game was held at Dutch Hand Stadium at 7 o'clock on September 23rd, and 3 minutes before halftime, all of the Satellite Center team members who worked on this project and then some of our friends were supposed to go underneath the scoreboard where all of the Pink Links were lined up, and we were going to get ready to bring them out on the field. And then the actual process of bringing them out on the field and seeing a visual representation of how much money we raised was really just like an unforgettable experience. And then hearing the total actually being announced was kind of surreal, because you didn't think, like Tori said, we didn't think that we were gonna come even close to meeting what they had last year, and we surpassed it by like a big amount. So it was really just like, it was crazy to hear that actually on the field.
Hi, my name's Caitlin Dunn, and as a team, we sold 25,378 Pink Links. Surpassed our goal by $5,000, and we beat last year's total by $7,000 approximately. And the most amazing part about this was that we raised more than half of this money in one day. One day we raised more than half of this, and that's an amazing accomplishment for young adults in our community. And we only had 2 weeks to do so, so I'm very proud of us as a team. And as you can see, the individual numbers are smaller for a reason. While it didn't matter, we didn't really care in the end who won. We were so worried about getting to a total that we were proud of, and that a number that we could make sure was presentable for the American Cancer Society. We're really proud of the total that we reached, and we want everyone to know that we're thankful for what you've given to us.
Hello, my name is Gabby Constant, and I'm going to talk to you about the benefits and why we believe that this project should be continued after we leave. So, the main thing that we learned from this, a huge lesson that we got, was no matter how hard things get, that you can always reach your goal with the support of your friends, of your community, and your family. We were so scared that we were never going to reach this goal. The day before, we were not close, and we were scared. We went home, we were begging our families to try and put up a little more money, begging our friends, get your change out of your cars, anything. We were just trying to reach this goal. We had set such a high goal, and we really believed that we could reach it. And with the help of everyone, we did reach our goal. Not only that, but we also created memories that we were going to know for a lifetime. We were able to relate to people outside of our communities. We built friendships inside of our facility. We've also connected with people in the community. I've made friends from the community of people that have donated that I'm going to know for a lifetime. I still talk to people that have donated, and I hope they know that I care about them and their situation. From this, we know that the money that we've raised has helped so many lives. We've touched billions of lives through the money that we've raised, and it's come from kids in our community. And we were the ones out there putting in the hard work, and without y'all, we would have never reached this many lives in helping them. We helped them with the fundraising. We've helped with research that hopefully one day they're going to be able to find a cure. We've also, the money that we've donated is going to help people who can't afford treatments, who can't feel safe and in their homes, so they have sitters that they can go out to that can make them feel at home if they can't be because of their level of cancer. So we know that this money is going to go to a great cause, and we're so happy to give it over to y'all. So thank you so much for everyone. And now we're going to go back and watch the videos that we talked about earlier before we present the check to the American Cancer Society.
Hey Gabby, what about you?
$1,000 for a good cause.
Gabrielle Constant, you are now being transported to the future where millions of families have been affected by breast cancer.
The results came back, and the lung on your breast is cancerous.
I'm sorry to tell you, but you only have 3 months left to live.
Was that because I didn't buy a link?
Hey Gabby, what about you?
It's only $1.
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Gabrielle Constant, you are now being transported to the future where millions of families have survived breast cancer.
Your results came back, and the lung on your breast is not cancerous.
I'm happy to tell you that you're not.
Thank you, doctor.
Looks like you caught the cancer in time. You're gonna live.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
That's what happens when you buy a link.
About 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime.
In 2016, an estimated 2,600 men will develop breast cancer.
Breast cancer is the second deadliest cancer for women in the U.S. An estimated 40,450 people will die from breast cancer this year.
7 out of 10 women with breast cancer will survive more than 5 years after initial diagnosis. All pink links will be sold to raise money for breast cancer research, and then we sold at all lunches. For just $1 a link, you can help find a cure for these patients.
Think, adopt the link.
that time of the year, bands are buying pink links. All the money raised will be donated to the American Cancer Society. Dexter Hamel last year.
Well, Humble won the year before, and I bet we're going to win this year.
We'll see about that.
Let's learn a little more about breast cancer and the reasons why we donate.
Let's see what the Satellite Center has to say about it.
African American women have the highest rate of death from breast cancer.
1 in 8 women develop breast cancer in their lifetime.
In 2016, there will be 246,660 new cases of breast cancer and 40,450 breast cancer deaths.
Every 13 minutes, a woman will die of breast cancer.
The lifetime risk of men getting breast cancer is about 1 in 1,000.
About 440 men will die from breast cancer each year.
When caught early, the survival rate for breast cancer is as high as 98%.
After 5 years, 9 out of 10 people diagnosed with breast cancer will survive.
There are about 2.8 million breast cancer survivors in the U.S. today.
Be a part of the fight against breast cancer. Buy a link for $1.
Come and fight cancer with me. Think, buy a link.
Who here has been personally victimized by breast cancer?
1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer over the course of her lifetime.
Breast cancer is the second most deadly cancer for women in the U.S.
Look how many people have heard of breast cancer. In 2016, more than 2.8 million women in the U.S. will have a history of breast cancer. You don't even go here.
You ladies are out of dress code.
On Wednesdays, we were thinking you could buy a t-shirt any day.
Thank you, and now we're going to present the check to the American Cancer Society. We would like to thank everyone out here that has came out tonight. We hope that you have a safe ride home. We also have refreshments, and we would like you to stay and enjoy with us. Thank you. Please stay seated. We're going to have another speaker.
I want to thank all of you, the entire community, but especially the St. Charles Parish Satellite Center, the students, the faculty, everyone that was involved. I've been very excited to work with you guys again this year. I haven't been the community manager for the event in a few years and was asked to come back in due to a staff vacancy. And one of the first things that, one of the first things that I did was begin to work with Denise and them again this year, and it's been a true honor. As you can see, they have put so much time and effort into this, and I can't tell you how proud and I am the amount of education that they have ensured the community knows about what, the things that are going on with breast cancer in general, research, education, the statistical information is just amazing to me. So I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all did such an awesome job. They definitely deserve another round of applause. Another thing that I was so excited to do is I've never actually been to the game, and I was sitting there among so many people, watching and waiting for them to reveal, and they had all the bags of the Pink Links, and I just can't tell you how much I appreciated being able to be there to watch you guys walk across that field. And I was in awe. It was amazing to see them raise $25,000, and of course $521 and some change, because you worked for every single penny. But I did not know that you actually raised half of that in one day. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Again, I want to thank Miss Wanda Roberts, because like they mentioned, she has been truly my partner, in working with you guys. The organization is, basically 1% staff and 99% volunteer based, so I couldn't do it without all of you that work for us, and especially Wanda, and being able to work with the students, I know was a huge opportunity for them. Denise mentioned that she has not told you guys, but the event itself, our Making Strides, is the one event that we have as an organization that is completely focused on our breast cancer initiative. It's the only event that we have as an organization that is focused on one type of cancer. And so, anyway, we're very excited to let you guys know that once you reach that $25,000 mark, y'all are now a Pacesetter team, and will receive recognition as such nationwide, and there'll be some other things that'll come from that, other recognition items. I'll be back, but as soon as I get the plaque and all of the other information, I'll be coming back to let you guys know a lot more about it. So. Pacesetter team. So it's raises over $25,000. So we're very, very excited to have you guys receive that recognition as well. Well, thank y'all so much for coming tonight, and I was so excited that they were hosting an event, because they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it for all of your efforts. Thank you again.
Earlier I forgot to welcome our special guest, Mr. Jason Mater, Principal of Mary Harris Middle School. Laura Abbey, Principal of Farmville High School. Miss Wanda Roberts, a cancer survivor. Miss Ann Bates. Stevie Corretto, Director of Public Information for St. Charles Parish Schools. Teresa Weber, Assistant Superintendent. Miss Laska Anderson, Administrator of the Satellite Center. We would also like to thank Ms. Robichaud and Ms. Labat, because without them this wouldn't even be possible.
Thank you all for coming tonight, but I think I need all of the health science team members to come up front. All of them. All of them.
Okay, these are the people right here that raised $25,000. So I think we need to give them a big round.
the money just kept coming in. These kids are amazing. Their passion, they were very, Ms. Wanda, when she came and she was a guest speaker, she really inspired the kids, and a lot of them have personal kind of history with this through other family members, so they're very inspired, and it was just a passion for them. And they just didn't stop. And I know they kept looking at that goal they wanted to beat the year before, because every year it has increased, and every year that they beat the team before or whatever. And I even got kind of nervous for them, because like the day before they were at $12,000. And look, $12,000 is a wonderful amount, and that would be great to donate. But I wanted them to have that moment on the field, to experience, because it's a moment like no other. And I'm telling you, that Friday afternoon when we saw that final amount, we like to pass out in that room. I think
hard keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
From them too, because they're looking at your face and trying to read you. Like, right? And did it, and not. And we're like, no matter what, y'all, we're so proud of y'all. They're like, please just tell us.
Yeah, keeping that poker face for that whole first half of the game, that was hard. And but we wanted them to have that moment because they deserved it. They worked hard, and I told them when we came back Monday, I couldn't stop saying I'm proud of y'all. I need to find a new word. I need to find a new word. It's just I was almost speechless. I didn't even know how to describe how I felt. But this is an amazing group of young men and young women, and I know I feel confident that my future, that I know they're going to be in charge of us one day, and I feel confident. They're passionate, they go for the right things, and they're just a good group. Okay, so I'm really proud of them.
I would just like to echo everything that Ms. Robichaud said. This group just had so much passion for this project, and they really just never stopped. They never gave up. No matter what the total was, they never got down on themselves. And as she said, that whole moment on the field, even though we've done this before, it's just awesome to experience that with each new group every year. And my favorite part about this year was when they all kind of ran into one end zone and kind of just came together in like a huge group hug. I'll never forget that. So, and just as she said, when people, and another person said this on social media, people like to complain about this generation of kids. Well, we need to be reminded of like all the great things that this generation can do.
More kids next year, that's all I got to say.
Good evening. You guys hear me? When I think about St. Charles Parish Public Schools, I'm always very proud. But is this not a proud moment for St. Charles Parish Public Schools? So thank you, all of you guys. Our superintendent goes to everything, okay? I mean everything. She's not here tonight because of another commitment, and she would love to be here to thank each and every one of you for the hard work that you've done. For Ms. Labatt, Ms. Robichaud, they organize this event every year, and this doesn't just happen overnight. There's a lot of work that goes into this, so I think we need to thank them for the work they do. Couldn't go without saying we have a wonderful board here. Jay Robichaud is here representing the board tonight, so thank you, Mr. Robichaud, and his wife. And finally, I just want to say that, we are a teaching and learning organization. That is our core business. We're about teaching and learning. But there's some other things that we know are our responsibility. And we want to make sure that our students leave here as productive citizens. And we actually have a learner goal around that. This is a representation of the work that our students are doing to become productive and involved citizens. And is that not just as important as being a knowledgeable, competent person in our society? So thank you again. Thank you, students. You definitely are impacting society and continue to do so. You are an important member of our society, and we just ask you to recognize that as you continue to grow and become citizens in this world that we have. Again, thank you for coming. We appreciate you being here. And again, let's have a good evening together.
Okay, one last thing. We forgot Mr. Grau back there. He's the digital media facilitator behind the camera. He does this poster for us every year, so thank you, Mr. Grau. And also, we want to thank Mr. DuPont, who couldn't make it tonight, but he's the ATVB facilitator, and his team members for working and producing those 4 PSAs, and also Mr. Goff and his interactive team members for producing the website. So thank all of them. I know they're not here tonight, but also I'd like to thank all of y'all that are here tonight. Thank you for all the support that you give your kids, and thank y'all most importantly for making the decision and going along with them to come to the Satellite Center, because I know I'm blessed to have them in my class. We love going to work every day because I know I'm seeing these great smiling faces. But thank you, parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, refreshments, enjoy.
We'll get a picture so y'all can